today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Chargers taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the New England Patriots.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here come the Patriots now on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Tua now on first down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Taken right around the 44. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's taken down inside the 16 and a Charger first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Down at the 13-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Latavius Murray.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Joe Mixon.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And he's taken down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Nowhere to go that time.
Mixon.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Smith on the
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a draw play with Drake. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On 1st down, Drake, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Patriots nothing.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Drake. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Running, it's Drake.
That's good for a charge.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? Yeah, it looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Hurts sets up to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Julio Jones there to make the grab. They're able to widen their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Patriots ready to try again on offense.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the carry, it's Barton. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 5-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Hurts to throw. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
Patriots 3. Set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa to the right side and complete to Hurst. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Two are going to try and go quickly here. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Patriots.
2 and a throw again. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the...
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a 3rd in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it was the Buffalo Bills who are moving on as they were able to eliminate the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the give, this is Drake. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, I'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
50-yard line.
Now a handoff for Drake. That's a run now. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. With a grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. First and 10.
From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great. but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down, New England.
Now Joe Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Tua going to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good steam going.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Play action, now it's Tua. And the ball is out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
To David Moore. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Chargers. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Right back to Drake. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Getting knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
Patriots 6.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now Tua. They'll set up the screen here, Mixon. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now left side on the swing pass. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably is 8.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Touchdown, Chargers.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But it'll be second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Tua. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
That was second down run for Murray. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it makes things a little more interesting now on 4th and goal.
9-yard gain.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Pressure now is going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs. As we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.